What are we expecting today?
We are expecting about 4 hours 45.
I help a lot of young kids out there who follow their dreams, you know? What did it take for you to become a pilot?
I guess a lot of perseverance, because in Canada it's very difficult to work your way up to this level. Lots of guys sort of get out of it because the entry-level jobs pay very poorly as compared to other professions. So you just got to struggle through on limited wages until you have enough flying hours to start getting captain positions on bigger airplanes, working closer to the big cities, and then when you usually entry-level jobs in Canada are usually in the isolated regions up north. I started flying my first real instrument flying job for a charter company was in Iqaluit, Nunavut, so
wow.
I had to schlep it out there for 2 years.
Okay. Were you flying commercial airlines before you were doing private, or?
No, I prefer private. Before flying Challengers, I was flying turboprops, smaller King Air type airplanes, but basically, essentially the same as this, charter flights. But I would prefer this to airline work, just because you get a lot of perks with this job, such as, you know, it's very very rare that we have to set our alarm clock at 4 in the morning, you know, for a 6 a.m. departure, because doing these private charter flights, generally, you know, the earliest is an 8 or 9 o'clock departure, and we usually get to enjoy where we're going when we get there, whereas the airline pilots, they may get 48 hours rest, but that's rare. Usually they'll have to turn around and come home the next day. Like the Air Canada flights that go to Barbados, those crews don't sleep in Barbados, they come right back the same day.
Wow, and you got to hang out with us for 7 days.
Exactly.
What did you guys do for all that time?
Oh, not a whole lot. But that's the best part of it, you know. For me, I get to recharge my batteries.
All right. And in closing, if you have to give any advice, okay, to any kids out there who want to become a pilot, okay, what do you got to say to them?
Perseverance, because for the first 3-4 years of the career, just trying to get started, it's a struggle. Every day's looking for jobs, trying to get hired. The first 1 or 2 jobs a pilot in Canada will have when he's starting out won't necessarily be flying. He'll have to work his way up. Most guys, their first job is cleaning garbage cans and stuff in the hangar before they get to sit in an airplane. So
it's like being a roadie.
Exactly, and you have to be willing to start that way, because if you're not, it builds character. If you're not willing to start that way, chances are the employer won't make an investment in you and give you the training, because training's extremely expensive. So lots of employers like to test a guy's character when he's young with no experience by having to do jobs other than flying for him. That and education, because you always need a plan B. So education, you know, further your education as far as you can while you're flying if you can. Because you always need a plan B.
I love that. Plan B, people. So the moral of this story is, become what you want, but always have a plan B. I always tell those kids and everybody out there, you need a plan B. So later on, these guys are going to let me sit in a seat they're going to strap it so I can actually witness my first landing of my entire life. I can't thank you enough for that, and these people are going to be blown away. So peace out, man.